Hi, Jyoti ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Neha. Namaste.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Loud and clear.
Thank you, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Very
Okay.
clear.
Yes.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Okay, ma'am, can we start?
Neha, it is 6. It's not 6 here. Can we give them 2 more minutes? Is that okay? 6:05 we will start?
Yeah, 6:05 will start, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Neha.
Hey all, we will begin shortly. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste. Yeah.
Ma'am, may we begin, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I am S. Kairvili, ma'am, from SPK school, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
So, yeah. So, namaste, everyone. A very happy evening to all of you. Welcoming you all to an interactive webinar on building a stronger future, fostering children's mental well-being in the post-pandemic era. So, before we begin with today's session, I request you all that in your chat box, if you can type what are the problems you are currently facing with your children in this post-pandemic era? That is, after COVID, what problems do you majorly foresee in your children? Which are your day-to-day complaints? If you can type it in the chat box, that would be a great help for us. Like, is it gadget addiction? Is it obesity related problems? Or is it like lack of focus or attention? So you as parents, what are the major complaints, or I would not say complaints, rather problems that you face with your children? If you can type it in your chat box.
Neha, maybe you should repeat it in Tamil also.
Yes, ma'am. So, உங்களோட குழந்தைகளோட உங்களுக்கு டெய்லி எந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நீங்க ஃபேஸ் பண்றீங்க? நீங்க வந்து டெய்லி வாட் ஆர் தி காமன் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்? இப்போ உங்க பசங்க வந்து என்ன பண்றாங்க? எதனால உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஓகே இது பண்ணாத இருந்தா நல்லா இருக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி. இப்போ லைக் பிருந்தா மேம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க கான்சென்ட்ரேஷன் கம்மியா இருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ பிருந்தா மேம். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இஃப் யூ கேன் ஷேர், நாட் டேக் புக் வசந்தி மேம், ஓகே, நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நாங்க வந்து அந்த வெபினார் போது we will be able to address on those issues. நாங்க வந்து அது மேல we can give you some certain solutions. Lost their basics as in the sense basic moral values, very true. Mobile phone usage, yes, very true, ma'am. A very common complaint that nowadays we are getting. Almost every day we get complaints based on mobile and gadget addiction. And definitely we'll give you special ideas as to how you can control the gadget addiction. Thank you. So any other things? So like ma'am, these ma'ams are speaking, the common problems are lack of focus, gadget addiction, or children not going out to play. I mean, in our times it was like, oh, don't play outside, come in and study. Nowadays it's like, please keep everything, go out and play, right? So the times have changed. So to give an introduction about today's topic, the COVID changed our lives to a very great extent. During those 2 years, we felt that, oh, it's so great that we have gadgets and we are able to continue with our job, with our education. It's all thanks to gadgets. But knowingly or unknowingly, we have got hooked on to these gadgets. If we have hooked on, யோசிச்சு பாருங்க நம்ம பசங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். நம்மளுக்கே இப்பெல்லாம் மொபைல் இல்லாதக்கு இருக்கிறது ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டா இருக்கு. பட் இட்ஸ் தி சேம் திங் ஃபார் அவர் சில்ட்ரன் ஆஸ் வெல், ரைட்? நம்ம பசங்களுக்கும் மொபைல் அடிக்ஷன் ஆயிடுது, அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த கேஜெட் யூசேஜ் ஆயிடுது. இன்ஃபேக்ட் நம்ம பசங்களுக்கு மொபைல் இல்ல லேப்டாப் நம்மளோட பெட்டரா யூஸ் பண்ண தெரியாது. நிறைய டைம் ஹேங் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அவங்கதான் நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாமே சரி பண்ணி தராங்க. இல்ல கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்றது, கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு இடத்துல உட்காந்து ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றது ஹஸ் பிகம் டிஃபிகல்ட். பசங்களோட சோஷியல் ஸ்கில்ஸ் ரொம்ப கம்மி ஆயிடுது. they are lacking social skills, how to behave in a society, what are the moral values, all these things are lacking. And to address this and to give a solution to all of this, we have with us our senior counselor Jyoti ma'am, who has 15 years of experience in this field. She has been associated with various academic institutions, corporates, government organizations across South India, not only Tamil Nadu, but all the 5 southern states. She has been, she's actively involved, even now she's involved. And Narya psychology related topics, she has given online and offline presentation. And that is why we feel very honored that she is there with us today. She's also a founding member of Yellow Pond Counseling Center, Tamil Nadu Career Counseling Association. She's also a certified mindfulness coach, and she has worked with various NGOs like Sneha NGO, then Sahodya, IAWA Women's Organization, and Agram. So thank you, ma'am. It's a great honor that you are there with us today. We request you to take the forum ahead and Larudo current problems. So please, ma'am, give us a solution.
Thank you so much, Neha. Yeah, namaste everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time on a Sunday evening. So இன்னைக்கு like Neha was telling, இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பேச போறது வந்து how to build a stronger future. right? Fostering our children's mental well-being. இதை foster பண்ணிட்டு எப்படி அவங்களோட ஃபியூச்சரை பெட்டரா பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான். Thanks Neha for the introduction also. As we navigate through this aftermath of this global crisis, it is evident that the evident that the impact of the children's mental health cannot be underestimated. All of you agree? Nobody was talking about mental well-being or any of those things. But after the pandemic, we have started giving importance to it also. Just imagine, they have had lot of disturbances, right? Be it, can the others mute if you're not talking to me? Yeah. So be it education, education or uncertainty about their future. Just imagine upon the pandemic time, LKG or UKG படிச்ச கிட்ஸ்க்கு இன்னி வரைக்கும் எழுதுறது is always a problem. Yes or no? நிறைய கிட்ஸ்னால எழுத முடியல, நிறைய கிட்ஸ்னால ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண முடியல, நிறைய கிட்ஸ்னால ரீட் பண்ண முடியல. And the same thing with kids with the fourth, fifth pandemicல இருந்த கிட்ஸ்க்கு வந்து they had this problem. Math was a problem. ஏன்னா திடீர்னு சிக்ஸ்த் எல்லாம் பேண்டமிக்ல இருந்தாங்க. 8th standard வரும்போது math became very, very difficult. Correct? And அதனாலேயே 8thல வந்து I hate math அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப அதிகமாயிடுச்சு. Right? And pandemic timeல board exam எழுதிற kids, their future-னாலே ஒரு பயம் வருது. What is my future? What is my future going to be? Correct? They all had fear. More than the students, even parents had that fear. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Very true.
Right? Yeah. So amidst all of these challenges, we still had, even now, we had this opportunity to at least foster resilience in those kids, right? At least foster empathy, at least foster emotional intelligence. இப்போ எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும், ஓகே, ஒன்லி ஐக்கியூ வச்சு ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது. இமோஷனல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் இஸ் மச் மோர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இப்போ கார்பரேட்ஸ்ல திடீர்னு வந்து இமோஷனல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் தான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னு பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. Not just academics, not just your marks. More than your marks, all of the other qualities are also very, very important. So to build a strong future வேணும்னா நம்ம இன்னைக்கு வந்து we must start or nurturing the mental well-being of our children. All of you agree? And just like how you are all typing, technology is a big problem now, right? Gadget addiction is a very big problem. Academic stress, right? Academic pressure, நீங்கெல்லாம் இவ்ளோ pressure எடுத்து படிச்சீங்களா நீங்க ஸ்கூல் படிச்சும் போது? Is there any parent who's here whose kids have just waiting for their board exam results or all the entrance results? Any parent here?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
You said emotional intelligence is more important than IQ. Can you just explain about this?
I will. I will explain. Okay, right? See, I'm not telling IQ is not important. I'm not telling marks are not important. Along with the marks, emotional, right? See, 10 years back, nobody was talking about emotional intelligence, right? So if you are an emotional person, you were considered as you're not fit to be a leader. You cannot be a boss because you're too emotional. But today, 10 years later, people are thinking, you know what? You need to be emotional. You need to understand your team members, the emotional side also. So it's okay to be emotional. It is okay to be, we have started talking and giving more importance to the emotional intelligence also. And now emotional intelligence and social intelligence, all of these are very important now. I'm not telling marks are not important. I am talking about all the emotional intelligence is also very important, is what I'm talking about. Clear? Yes. Okay. So the other things like what you were talking about was digital dependency, right? Digital dependency, I have already told, right, in the previous webinars, addiction is not dependency. You cross panni, we've come to addiction. All of you agree to that? Lot of gadget addictions, right? So addiction has five stages. First is just usage, then it is overusage, then it is risky usage, then it is dependency, and then it is addiction. Addiction is only the last stage. So nariya per when they come as addiction, oh, my child is addicted, Maybe அவங்க அடிக்ஷன்ல இன்னும் போகல, right? Maybe they are in the risky usage. If they are using more than 4 hours in a day, then they are already in the risky usage. Okay? Or 4 years to 12 years. The recommended time period for mobile, not just mobile, any gadget usage is 30 to 40 minutes per day in 24 hours. எத்தனை பேர் அவ்வளோதான் யூஸ் பண்றோம்? 30 minutes தான் யூஸ் பண்றோமா நம்ம in one day? Definitely not, right?
No, ma'am.
Definitely not. It's at least a few hours a day, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if mobile is the first thing you're going to use in the morning and mobile is the last thing you're going to touch, then
I
you're,
think it is later only.
pardon me? So if mobile is the first thing you're going to touch, and if mobile is the last thing you're going to touch in the day, then you are already touching dependency. Okay, so please be aware that after dependency comes addiction. Once you get into addiction, addiction is a problem. To come out of addiction, it's very difficult, and we do not have medications yet in our country for gadget addiction. Gadget நான் சொன்னா வெறும் mobile கிடையாது. Gadget includes everything, right? It includes your TV, it includes your tab, it includes your computer, it includes mobile, it includes all of it. Clear? All of it together 40 minutes பார்க்கணும். Okay? எத்தனை kids இங்க reels and we watch reels and shorts? Lot of us?
Yes, ma'am.
Most of us? For how long?
No,
More than
ma'am. I'm not
150 hours.
interested in reels and shorts at all.
You're not? I'm so
And
happy
because
there's one
it
person.
makes me lose my time. Even
Exactly.
Facebook, I never use Facebook at all.
That's
And
actually, you are a rare
pulls my
breed, ma'am.
time. Yes, it pulls my time and it doesn't allow me to think also.
Exactly.
My
That's the
thinking
whole point.
capacity is going off from my mind.
Ma'am.
Very true, very true. But how many of us realize that? See, if you are coming, say, reels and shorts, why I asked that question is, reels and shorts are addictive, okay? So when you have, nobody would, இங்க எத்தனை பேர் reels வந்து 2 நிமிஷம் தான் நான் reels பார்த்தேன்னு இருக்கீங்க? Reels and shorts can never be ended like in 2-3 minutes. Yes or no? People
Yes,
end
ma'am.
up, yeah, so you end up at least 30-40 minutes in reels and shorts. So if you have already come to, reels and shorts பாக்குறீங்க அப்படின்னா, you don't even have the patience to watch some program or
Calling
anything.
Dolly is coming out from the house. Mari came out already and she's carrying her bag. And calling Dolly is not a turning around. I was standing there.
Where?
Yeah, by the gate only I was
Evelyn, are you
standing.
talking to us, or can you please mute yourself if you're not talking to us?
Sorry, ma'am.
No worries. Yeah. So if you're watching reels and shorts, you don't have the patience to watch the program fully, and that's the reason you come here. But you do not end in 30-40 minutes, right? So what happens, you just keep scrolling, and you will not even remember what your third or fourth reel was. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So that is definitely addictive. And what can you do to come out of it, right? So you need to learn how to have a balanced approach. Parents need to teach their kids, setting limits for screen time. It's not easy. Post-pandemic, most parents and most schools have this problem. Gadget addiction is one of the major problems we are seeing. After that is only obesity and all of the other things. Addiction, mobile addiction. Correct? So we have to teach them digital literacy. How do they, set a screen time, and how do they have face-to-face interactions, right? Not with, friends who are strangers, online friends, right? How do they navigate from the digital world safely and responsibly? Right? All of these things, it starts from home. Parents have to do it, and then it has to continue in school. Teachers have to continue, at least to reinforce those kids. Correct? Second was, what is the second problem we were facing?
Lack of concentration.
Lack of concentration. One is lack of concentration. The other one is information overload. How many of you parents உங்க kids they have too much, man. They know everything. அப்படின்னு யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா? Even smaller kids, even 3-year-olds, even 4-year-olds. Information overload.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Many children nowadays in classroom know lot of things, even adult related things and all are being.
Exactly. Don't you think it is unnecessary for them? Be it generation Alpha or Gen Z, both the generations are like that, right? And especially Gen Alpha, they have this vast amount of information either through internet or mostly through internet and social media, correct? From a very young age. Sometimes it's scary to for a 3-year-old to know unwanted information. What is this going to do is like when you're processing this overwhelming amount of information, this will lead to cognitive overload, misinformation, and difficulty discrediting. அவங்களுக்கு fact எது friction எதுனே தெரியாம போயிடும். Correct? What is fiction, what is fact, they do not know. They have too much of knowledge of unnecessary things which is not required at all. Correct? How do you teach them and what do you teach them? How do you help these kids here? We have to teach them critical thinking. Media literacy again, social media la paakra ellame is not true. So they have to know what are the credible sources, what is required, what is misinformation, all of this. But at 3 years and 4 years and 5 years, you need not even allow them to watch all of this, unnecessary information from media. Yes. And the next one is mental health challenge. They have a lot of kids we see in our schools is they have anxiety, they have depression, they have this loneliness. Nariya kids nariya friends irka mari irukanga, but when they come to us, they say, I feel very lonely. I don't have friends. Is what a lot of kids say. And they have this academic pressure, right? This current generation have a lot more academic pressure than our generation. Correct? We did not. Yes. Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Because
Yes,
all of us are expected to get at least 90% and above is the only mark we are expected to get. Nothing below that. Yes.
Laddu.
yes.
Okay. So 90% and above is the expected mark from everybody. Is that even possible? And that's one of the major reasons people get into anxiety and loneliness and depression. Depression is becoming a very commonly used term in even at school levels, correct? So how do we help these kids? We need to teach them how to have self-care, how to if there are counselors in your school, please tell them it's okay to go get help. It is okay to seek help from them. It is okay to teach. You have to teach them coping strategies, correct? As adults, நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் கோப்பிங் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிஸ் வச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? நம்ம சேடா இருந்தா நம்ம ஏதோ பண்ணுவோம்ல. What are your coping strategies? What do you do when you're sad? What do you do when you're anxious?
क्या देखता था उसमें?
Listen to the songs, ma'am.
Listen to songs, okay? Okay.
खुद आंसर करना.
We should not speak to anyone.
Yeah, you should speak. Yeah, right. But where will the kids go?
We like to share our feelings to someone whom we love most. We
Yes.
share our feelings to our friends, ma'am.
Can be friends, can be can be anybody who you trust.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, right. So we need to teach them all of these things. And the other thing we see is environmental concerns. Like, is this really? And just imagine this generation Alpha or Gen Z, அவங்க already grow ஆகி போகிற environment with it has a lot of challenges. Do you agree? It has climate change already started. Pollution is already there. Biodiversity is already there. They are all as an adult, we have gone through all of that. But kids, as they grow, they are getting into that environment with all of these problems. Yes. So what do we teach them? At what age can we start teaching all of these things? It has to start very, very, very early. Right? Can anyone guess how many trees நமக்கு நம்ம இருக்கிற லைஃப் டைம்ல நமக்கு எத்தனை trees நமக்கு வேண்டி இருக்கு to produce oxygen for us? For one person. Just imagine and guess. நம்மளுடைய லைஃப்ல நம்ம எத்தனை ட்ரீஸ் உடைய ஆக்சிஜன் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? You tell me a number.
Maybe one tree, one full grown tree.
One full grown tree is your answer. Okay. Any other numbers?
All the trees around us, ma'am.
Oh, the number. I want a number.
It may be more than 100 or thousands because we are moving from one place to another. Obviously,
no, that
we
is
will
okay.
have...
But for one human being, we will have one approximate number, right? So for ஒரு human being அவங்களுடைய லைஃப் டைம்ல எத்தனை ட்ரீ உடைய ஆக்சிஜனை யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க? Or just give me
More
one
than
approximate number.
10 trees, ma'am. 10 trees.
10 trees. Okay. Okay. 10 is a number. 1 was a number. Any other numbers? So we use close to 45 trees. One human being, 7 to 8 trees, right? So 45 trees. Who will plant it for us? Nobody does, right? So how many trees have you planted so far? So it is our responsibility as parents and as teachers, we have to teach them, it is okay. Activities like these, gardening or recycling or conservation or sustainability, all of these has to be taught to kids at a very, very young age. நீங்க உங்க பர்த்டேக்கு 1 to 4 trees ஆவது நட்டாதான் நீங்க you are using it. Somebody has planted it for us, right? You have to plant it. You have to teach your kids, right? Who should do it? We should only do it. As parents, as teachers, as educators, we have to teach them that they have to plant at least 40 trees in their lifetime. Yes, clear?
Ma'am, like in a lifespan of one human being, he or she needs 40 trees oxygen to survive. Is that right?
Exactly. Okay, then we need to at least plant 40 trees in our lifetime. How many have we planted so far? Majority of us don't do it. Yes? Yes. So maybe we should start now, right? We should start at least. Okay? So the other important thing I wanted to talk about is social pressure. This generation again has a lot of social pressure. They have this FOMO. Fear of missing out. What if I miss out on these things? What if, the curated image of you on social media, what will people think? What should your friends think? In real world, not even in the real world, correct? What will the stranger friends think about you? So this FOMO is also there. So FOMO is nothing but fear of missing out. அதனால தான் நீங்க வாட்ஸ்அப் ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தாலும் திருப்பி ஃபோன் வச்ச உடனே எடுத்து திருப்பி பார்க்க வேண்டியிருக்கு. ஏதாவது மெசேஜ் மிஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பேனோ, ஏதாவது இம்பார்ட்டண்டா வந்திருக்கோமோ. ஆக்சுவலி we don't get anything important. 24 hours நமக்கு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் மெசேஜ் வந்துட்டே இருக்கா என்ன? But most of the time we are online because we have that fear of missing out, right? So how do we help, foster this, right? Is to supportive and accepting environment where they should feel valued, right? Even without, mobile friends illame, online friends illame, social media friends illame, you as a human being, you are valued. You don't need to be popular on Instagram or any social media account, correct? What were the other issues we were all facing? Not able to focus, not able to concentrate is another problem, right? நமக்கு book எடுக்கவே கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். But we are able to sit and play online games. But Anna, we don't play real games actually. Playing real games is much better than playing online games, correct? As parents, what do we have to do? Missing out family time, correct? Missing out. Why are we missing out family time? Because we are on mobile all the time. We are with some other friends. That's why I told, right? Face-to-face interaction is so much important than screen time interaction. You are okay to spend hours with the other stranger friend order, hours together we can talk. But we are not able to sit and talk to our family members. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
you should not be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as parents, what should we do? We have to model contentment நம்ம என்னைக்கு போதும்னு நம்ம first we have to accept that, right? Okay, whatever I have is enough. Then we can teach that to our kids. Correct? Yes. So adolescents மட்டும் இல்ல, any kid, any age will learn only from their parents and their role models. Correct? So as role models, we are the role models. We, as parents, we are the role models for our kids. We are the role models in our school, right? So we have to demonstrate contentment. Okay, when they start seeing this, they will automatically start. We have to teach them experience சின்ன விஷயங்கள்ல joy, சின்ன விஷயங்கள்ல contentment. How do we teach that? We can only model it. We cannot teach that to kids. We cannot tell, oh, be happy with what you have. That's not easy. But when you are modeling it, they copy from you, it becomes very easy. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, the second one is, what is gratitude? What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for? What is today? Is anything special? What is today?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah,
Mother's
did you
Day.
all wish and greet and hug your mothers today? Did you all wish them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you
ma'am.
wish your mother. So what are you grateful for? I have this, so I'm very
Yes,
grateful
ma'am.
today. What are you grateful for? Can you give me 3 things you're grateful for? Can you hear me? ஒரு question புரியுதா? எனக்கு வந்து, oh, I have all of these things. அதனால I'm grateful for all of these things. Is there anything like that?
And we have good life
Yes.
and good parents.
Good
And
parents.
we have food, shelter, everything. For that, we'll be grateful to God.
Okay. So are we grateful every day? So are we grateful for this? We have just imagine நமக்கு second wave of pandemic la தான் we realize the importance of oxygen. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நமக்கு ஆக்சிஜன் இல்லையா என்ன? We had oxygen before that. Everything was given free to us, right? So we are not even grateful for that. Only we needed a pandemic, we needed a second wave to teach us the importance of oxygen. Correct or not? Yes. Yes, we needed a big pandemic to come and teach us all of this. And still, after that, are we still continuing to do be grateful to all of the free things which we get? Everything around us is free, right? No, we are not. Exactly. So we have to start doing gratefulness, gratitude practice. If you're grateful for something, sometimes it will be like, yo, ma'am, daily I'm doing the same thing. Daily I'm grateful that I'm alive. Daily I'm saying I'm grateful that, I have food to eat. It's the same thing I'm repeating. It is okay. When you start writing your gratitude journal, what happens? Okay, I'm repeating the same thing. So I will want to write something new in my gratitude journal. So I will start practicing something new, something புதுசா ஒன்னு try பண்ண ஆரம்பிப்பேன். So be great. It's okay. Right?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
You're not clear.
I'm not clear. You mean my voice is
You're
not
not
clear?
audible. You're not audible.
I'm not
Your
audible.
voice
Okay.
is not audible, ma'am.
No,
Your voice is.
Oh, Neha, am I not audible?
Yes, for ma'am, maybe you can try speaking a bit near the speaker, ma'am, of the computer.
Okay.
Otherwise, for us, you are audible, but maybe
Okay.
for few people. Is it
Okay, so
okay? Alfredo, ma'am, is that okay?
Yes, it's okay.
it's okay now? Okay. Am I loud and clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Now
ma'am,
you're
you're
loud
audible.
and clear.
Ma'am.
Now I am loud and clear. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So start, encourage gratitude. First, we have to do it. Then automatically our kids also should do it. Okay. Gratitude journal and discuss media literacy. மீடியாவை பத்தி நிறையவே பேசுங்க அவங்க கிட்ட, ரைட்? அன்ரியலிஸ்டிக் போர்ட்ரேயல், சோஷியல் மீடியால இருக்க எல்லாமே ட்ரூ கிடையாதுங்கிறத உங்க பசங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுங்க. பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் நாட் ட்ரூ. சோஷியல் மீடியால இருக்க அண்ட் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம், right? If you are very young, you're 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard, you do not need an Instagram account. Peer pressure nala, we always want, we want Sabi Bharati, can you please mute yourself?
Ma'am, done, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Neha. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
you
Yes,
are audible.
please, you
Yes,
can,
yes.
yes, you
Yes,
can
you are
share
audible.
your message. Please type and you can share the message. Okay. So,
Ma'am, actually, I just wanted to say that we had kindergarten children and we had a topic in gratitude. So we brought all the support staff to our class and we told them how do they help you in the class. Then one child stood up and said, "When I go to restroom, Akka will come with me," she said. So that was really a wonderful thought and a deed which we did in our school, PNET Global School. That is what I felt very happy about it also.
that's
So I
nice
would like
actually.
to share all the other children and the parents and the teachers to bring the support staff also to introduce them and tell them how important they are in the classroom. That's a really very good attitude which we had. I'm happy, I'm thankful to God that God has given me this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And that's very nice of you to do this, ma'am. And you know, they would start appreciating others. It's not right. It is, they will start embracing it's diversity, right? It's inclusion and diversity.
Yes,
So it is
yes,
very
ma'am.
nice of you to do that. And I appreciate
Thank
if you
you,
would
ma'am.
continue. And if your school continues for
Sure, ma'am.
all grades, that will be a
Yes,
wonderful
ma'am.
thing, right? Because it has to start
Sure, ma'am.
young, ma'am. Once
Yes,
once
ma'am.
it's young and it is there in their mind, it will not, you know, it becomes very easy for them. Because you
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
teaching anything new at an adolescent age is very difficult. You know,
Yes, ma'am.
if you've not taught anything throughout and then suddenly expect or a teenage ஆனபோது இல்லைன்னா ஒரு adult ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறமா be grateful is very difficult, right? Teach them very
Yes,
young.
ma'am.
So for that we have to genuinely practice gratefulness, correct? We have to show gratitude,
Thank you. Sure,
right?
ma'am. Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
if they see you respecting the helpers, automatically your children are going to help, you know, show respect to them,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
again, media literacy, please, you know, talk about the unrealistic portraits. You know, உங்களுடைய influences யாரும் அங்க இருக்கிற not 100% is not true. So you have to understand, as children, you do not need Instagram account at all. And if you are having because of peer pressure, நீங்க எல்லா இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல சொல்ற எல்லாமே ட்ரூ எல்லாம் கிடையாது. ஓகேவா? So you have to understand that face to face with your parents is interaction is important, and that is what reality is. Your online friends or online influences are not real. You have to understand that. Okay, and then have realistic expectations. Okay, so how many are there any parents whose kids have written board exams right now or written any competitive exams and you're waiting for results? Any 12th graders, parents here? Teachers?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. You're young. Okay. So it is, you know, important to set realistic expectations and goals. Okay. So help your adolescent children, that continuous striving. It is much more important than um, and a deeper knowledge. That is more important. And we have to keep appreciating kids for their small successes. Okay, and teach them mindfulness can start very, very early today, now, right? When we are sitting here, we cannot be thinking about tomorrow, we cannot be thinking about something else. We have to think about it now. Okay. Okay, so how many of you as adults, I'm asking this question to parents. Okay, do you have a hobby? Unga hobby enna, apart from your job? Ungalodia hobby enna?
Singing, ma'am.
Gardening. Okay, this question is for the parents. Okay, this is reading. Okay. Am I audible, Neha? A lot of people are
Ma'am, yes,
recording.
ma'am, you are,
Yes?
you are.
Okay, I'm audible. Okay. So reading. Okay. So anybody else, anything else? Gardening. Okay.
Reading, ma'am.
craft works, Kartika, reading. Okay. Okay. So continue having your hobby and teach singing. Okay, that's nice, right? Singing. Okay. So I want you to, we only when we start working, we focus, we embroidery. That's so unique, right? That's nice. And we forget about our hobbies, we forget about our interests. It's all about work, and you always need to have a hobby and an interest. And drawing, nice, right? And your kids also should have that. And if they are listening to music, okay, drawing, nice, nice, okay. So I want you to see, it's hobby is not one thing where like, oh, எனக்கு bore அடிக்கும் போதுலாம் நான் போய் பண்றது is not hobby, right? So when I'm doing that, it gives me happiness, it gives me peace. That is what hobby will do, right? So as kids also, whatever your hobby is, continue having that. Even simultaneously when you're studying, இது கூட இருக்கலாம். Hobby is also needed. Okay, tailoring, nice, very nice, right? Okay, and then very young ஏஜ்லயே இன்னொன்று ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்டான ஒரு திங்க சொல்லி கொடுங்க. கன்சியூமரிசம், கான்சிக்வன்சஸ். நான் கடையில பார்க்கறது எல்லாமே நான் வாங்கி வீட்டில் வச்சுக்கணும் இஸ் நாட் அ ரைட் திங். Teach them the difference between need and want, right? Discuss why this material possessions நான் வாங்கி வைக்கும் போது that is not going to give them long-term happiness. That many of us forget. We think it is like buying and keeping is going to give us happiness, and that's not true. Your friends have it doesn't mean you need it, correct? Learn what is the difference between need and want. Need வந்து எனக்கு இல்லைன்னா I cannot survive, என்னால உயிரோடே இருக்க முடியாது, that is a need. But want இல்லாம என்னால survive பண்ண முடியும். Want இல்லாம I can live, right? So this is the difference between need and want, and learn and understand the difference between it, correct? And encourage சின்ன acts of kindness, very small. உங்க helping others, being empathetic, right? நமக்கு have you noticed உங்க ஜெனரேஷனுக்கும் இப்ப இருக்க கிட்ஸ்க்கு ஜெனரேஷனுக்கும் there's a lot of empathy இல்லாம இருக்காங்க, தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? There is no empathy. So when they see an accident or when they see somebody suffering, you were running to help them. But this generation doesn't do that. Why do you think so? Is that happening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Even
ma'am,
Why is it
absolutely.
Why is that happening? They don't run to help. Nobody taught you, right? Nobody taught you, oh, you see somebody, I have to run to help. Did your parents sit and teach you that? Or it just came to you because, you knew that, right? When somebody is suffering, you were supposed to go help them. Exactly, because they are more gadget oriented, because their gadgets and their games teach them that you shoot, you get more points. You see blood, you get. See, they cannot, they will not even tell ayo now, because they don't, they are okay to see all of that because they have seen that in their gadgets, they've seen that in their games, so they don't feel. So empathy has to be taught. Yes, exactly. Their relationship is more with machines than dear ones. And I have seen this with a lot of adolescent boys. அவங்களுடைய games எல்லாமே shooting games or killing games, or they see more blood, they get more points. They shoot the other person, they get more points. And that's why they lack empathy. Empathy can still be taught and trained, and they need empathy, right? They have to be empathetic. They have to understand other person's sufferings also. Correct? So that is very important. And open communication. Are they coming and talking to you? எனக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு, எனக்கு கஷ்டமா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து பேசுறாங்க? They don't. So we have to be approachable. We should be there for them. So they should come and talk to us, right? And create that supportive environment. When they feel safe, they will come and talk to us, correct? And even in the school, there will be this one teacher who's very nice, very kind, and they'll be very comfortable talking to them. So அந்த மாதிரி வீட்லயும் ஒரு என்வாயன்மெண்ட் இருக்கணும். எனக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குன்னா எனக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குன்னு வந்து வீட்டுல சொல்ல தெரியணும் அவங்களுக்கு, correct? So self-care, I always talk about it, right? Sleeping. How many hours do you sleep every day? Are you all getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Let the parents answer this question, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they getting 8 hours of sleep? Are you as adults, are you as parents getting 8 hours of sleep? Are you sleeping for 8 hours?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, no.
No,
No, not at all, ma'am.
not at all, right? You also, as adults, ungalukkum 8 hours of sleep is needed. Right? We don't focus. We think it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. As adults, also, you need 8 hours. So 8 hours of sleep is needed for all of us. And eating, are you eating healthy? Again, Neha ma'am was talking about it, right? So she was talking about obesity. Obesity is a bigger problem now. I'm not telling you should not eat junk food at all. நீங்க pizza-வே சாப்பிடக்கூடாது, நீங்க burger-ஏ சாப்பிடக்கூடாது. That's not what I'm telling. But at least learn to eat a balanced food. Okay, whatever your amma is giving, you should learn how to eat it because she knows better than everybody else. Correct? So eating once in a while, eating maybe one meal outside in 1 week is perfectly okay. Nobody's going to say anything. But if you need, consistently junk food, then that's not good for you. Okay, sleep is so important, eating is so important, and your physical activities. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு teenage kid இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா 13 yearsக்கு மேல இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா 350 minutes per week is mandatory. They have to வெளியில போய் விளையாடுறது 350 minutes per week. 350 minutes per week is how many hours? How many hours is 350 minutes? How many? 350 minutes is how many hours?
1 hour 45 minutes.
Are you sure? Can you calculate again?
Close to 6 hours.
Exactly, close to 6 hours, right? So close to 6 hours per week. நீங்க வீட்ல இருந்து வெளியில விளையாடணும். No, வெளியிலனா நீங்க when you were kids. No, this is for parents, right? நீங்க கிட்ஸா இருந்தபோது நீங்க எப்படி விளையாடினீங்க வெளியில an hour a day, exactly 1 hour. You cannot play, you cannot tell, okay, you know what, today is Sunday, I will play 6 hours straight for the entire week. That is not how it is. 45 minutes to 1 hour every day, you have to go out of the house and play and sweat it out. Only then that's the right kind of activity you need. Okay, teenagers are the நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் 8th வரைக்கும் விளையாட விடுறோம். 9th அப்புறம் ஐயோ போர்டு எக்ஸாம் வருது, ஐயோ படிக்கணும், அதனால நம்ம விளையாட விடுறது இல்லை. பட் ஆக்சுவலி 9, 10, 11, 12 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு தான் இன்னும் அதிகமா வேணும் விளையாடுறது. Okay, so please focus on all these 3 things. Very important 3 things. For adults, can be exactly, you can, if you're okay, if your school is very close to home, then let them walk. Okay, so these 3 things, not only for kids, even ungalukkum as adults, very important. So even as adults, it is very important for you also. These 3 things important: eating, your sleep patterns, and your exercise. Clear? So have and ungalukku
Yes, ma'am.
positive parenting is very, very important. Unga school, if you are in Chennai schools, we will always conduct this parenting session. Okay? So if you are in school, when your school is conducting webinars or parenting sessions, PTMs, don't miss that, right? Because we always, at least once a month, we are planning to conduct sessions in your school. So sorry about that. Okay, so please don't miss off on any of these sessions. So continuously every month or session நடத்துவாங்க. உங்களுக்கு டைம் கிடைக்கும் போது please make sure it is very, very important that you attend it.
Okay, ma'am.
I think Jyoti ma'am's video has got paused. Some internet problem, கொஞ்சம் internet problem இருக்கிறதுனால. So அது மட்டும் மேம் சொல்ற மாதிரி இப்ப மட்டும் the points summarize பண்ணோம்னா, spend time with your children. உங்க குழந்தைகளை விளையாட encourage பண்ணுங்க. முடிஞ்சானா டெய்லி போய் உங்க குழந்தைகளோட போய் விளையாடுங்க. Yeah, ma'am is back. So ma'am, we were just summarizing your points. So please
What happened? I don't know. It just suddenly closed.
Some internet related issue, ma'am. Maybe.
Oh, okay. No worries then. No worries. Okay, 4 C's தயவுசெய்து அவாய்ட் பண்ணுங்க. நான் எல்லா ஸ்கூல்லையும் டீனேஜர்ஸ்க்கு சொல்லுவேன் நான். It is just a waste of time, 5 to 6 hours. Just watching it is not a problem. But what are they promoting? I mean, every IPL cricket player is promoting gambling, is promoting all these, these pan masalas. They're promoting soft drinks. How is all of these 3 things beneficial for you? Nothing wrong in you liking that person, you watching it once in a while. My voice is not audible?
Audible, ma'am.
Audible? Okay. Ma'am, can you please check at your end?
Audible, ma'am.
Audible, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is very
Okay.
much audible.
Okay. Because somebody had messaged that it is not audible. Okay. So avoid these 4 things because they are not going to be of any benefit. And if you are a kid in 10th or 11th or 12th, preparing for your board exam, preparing for your competitive exams, then definitely avoid these 4. Right? Celebrities or your cricket players, not real. They are all real. Okay. They are not real life heroes. You focus on all of your academics. I'm not telling entertainment is not needed at all. Entertainment is needed, but if that is wasting your time, killing your time, learn to avoid it. These 4 C's, avoid it. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
I will also like to tell that by nurturing our kids' mental health well-being today, we can actually lay a foundation for the society that is compassionate, that is resilient, and that is thriving. Together, we can commit to build a world where every child can flourish and reach their full potential. Right? So that has to start from home. இது வீட்ல ஆரம்பிக்கணும் and school continue ஆகணும். Correct? So if there are any questions, concerns, you can ask.
Can you repeat it, ma'am?
Repeat what? What I told right now was for your amma. Okay, va? Okay, dear? Okay. So if you have parents, if you have any questions or concerns, you can ask.
What are the 4 C's, ma'am? Once again, repeat it, ma'am.
Okay, see the 4 C's. See, don't make it like, oh, ma'am told, so don't, you should not update. Once in a while they want to watch cricket, it is okay. The 4 C's I tell them is cricket, crime, cinema, and celebrity. Because I feel lot of adolescent children waste their time in these 4. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My voice is not clear. I think most of them are able to hear. If you're not able to hear, please check your side here. Okay. Yeah. So these 4, why I tell the kids, because usually I tell the 9th and above. Repeat again. Repeat what, ma? Lakshmi, what do you want me to repeat? 4 C's again. Okay. So see, the 4 C's are nothing but it is, I tell them, avoid cricket, avoid cinema, avoid crime, and avoid celebrity. Because I see a lot of kids who, you can like a celebrity, you can like a hero, nothing wrong with that. But you don't have to blindly just follow whatever they see. That is their profession. They are there to, act, make money, and go. You don't have to blindly follow is what I tell the adolescent children. Okay. I'm not telling complete movie but know the difference. When you're inside, when you're watching a movie, enjoy that movie, finish it. That is over. Then you have a life. You have to focus on your school. You have to focus on your academics. You have to focus, right? Okay. So focus on these 3 other things, other than movie, other than cinema, other than cricket. You have your life. You need to focus on your academics. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So you watch it, come out, but don't get involved too much into it. Okay. So
One small request to all the participants.
yes.
Now that we are starting with the Q&A questions, we have shared the feedback form in the chat box. Please give your valuable feedback. And if there are any personal questions which you cannot put up in the chat box, whichever questions you want to ask Jyoti ma'am, please type your questions in the chat box. She'll answer your questions. And if there are any very personal questions which you cannot answer, in the feedback form, we have one section for the personal question. You can type it there and we will get back to you within 7 working days. So kindly make use of this.
Yes. So participants, there is a feedback form in the chat box, right, Neha?
Kindly fill the feedback form, and any very personal question you can fill in the feedback form.
Okay, so you please fill the feedback form. Neha ma'am will share the phone numbers also shortly. She will share. Oh, okay. Suicidal thoughts. Ma'am, can you please have my phone number and call me in person, because I see a lot of kids in the session here, so I don't want to answer that question. Is that okay? Whoever was typing that question. So these are the phone numbers. You can call me. I can directly help you with that question alone. Okay, ma'am? Ma'am or sir, whoever that was. Rakshita. Okay, so my number is there on the screen, so I will answer your question if you call me. Okay? Yes. Parents, do you have any concerns, questions? You can ask.
You can also unmute yourself and ask questions. Even students, you have any questions, please ask. Ma'am, there is a question for the parents who pressurize their children to get more marks. How can you suggest?
Okay, see, okay. Is this from, I don't know if this question is from a student or from, yeah, this is the reason I was talking about, right? See, academics na kids kun chodre. Again, I'm not here to tell, oh, marks are important, marks are also important, but along with your marks, all the other skills are very important. Okay, now veru memorize panne na supera padichittu na idu pannine, that is alone not enough. Okay, you need your skills, you need to have a good attitude, you need to have values. Okay, and based on these things is what your career is it going to be successful? Question from a teacher who is more concerned about okay, perfect, ma'am, I loved your question. And during the make use of the PTM, ma'am. See, usually majority of the times what we see is like it is pressurizing for the kids, get more marks, get more, how much of a marks, it is not enough for the parents. So make use of, and please conduct a session for parents to help them understand that there is something beyond marks also, right? So what is that kid capable of? What is that? Why is that kid not scoring marks? Is the child not understanding the subject, or is the child struggling with something else? So if you understand that, is when you can help the child get more marks. If the child is not understand, like I was telling you, there was this batch of kids who did not understand 6th to 7th, if they were in the pandemic, or 6th and 7th, during the COVID period online. Those kids actually did not understand math at all. And you cannot expect them to get 90 marks when they did not even understand the foundation of math, right? So call that parent and ask them, why is your child not struggling? Why is your child not able to get more marks? Correct? You please help them understand, because it is easy to tell, oh, you have to get more marks, and pressurizing the parent, teacher also, what are you doing? Kid marks That's not how it works, because every kid is different. Every kid cannot get 90 and above. Every kid cannot get center, right? So we will try our best. See, if the kid is getting, that's why I said set realistic expectation. If the kid is always getting only 50 marks, we can push that child to get 80 marks, but you cannot push that child to get 95 marks, right? So if you teach the parents how to set realistic expectations, then it becomes easy for the teachers also. Did I answer your question, ma'am? Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Yes.
My son is in 5th standard, ma'am.
Yeah.
He is very much interested in sports and other things, but he is quite lazy in the reading aspects, ma'am. Okay. But he is ready to listen to me. He is ready to learn, but still, because of some reasons, there are some person around him saying that you're not fit for reading. You're not fit for this thing.
Okay.
including my family members and the outside
Yes.
members. So this made him very much stressed. So nowadays he started saying, "Mummy, நான் எதுக்குமே I'm not worth for anything. Mummy, என்னால எதுவுமே முடியாது."
Okay.
I am the only person to boost him. No, Kanna, உன்னால இது பண்ண முடியும். I'll stand with you.
Okay.
I'll travel with you. உனக்கு என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்றியோ அது பண்ணலாம். அப்போ ஓகே சொல்றான் மேம். But after few minutes again அவனுக்குள்ள அந்த ஒரு thought வந்துருது.
Okay. Okay.
So how can I handle him, ma'am?
It's actually it's very difficult, ma'am. But I appreciate you standing with him. But it's very very difficult for. See, he's only in 5th standard. Just imagine every time or family member வந்து உன்னால படிக்க முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது, I mean, they might start, and maybe he's believing in that, right? That's why he's struggling also to come out. And I really appreciate you. But you can ask, when the child is not there, at least you need to make sure. See, they are not babies, right? Whoever is telling that is an adult. நீங்க அவங்க கிட்ட, see, you cannot do co-parenting. எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து parenting பண்ண முடியாது. You and your husband, because when you both are doing one thing, and if a grandparent comes and tells it's okay, you don't have to study, the child will automatically listen only to that grandparent only, right? And the same grandparent தான் வந்து மார்க்ஸ் வாங்காத போது நீ எதுக்கும் லாய்க்கி இல்லைன்னு சொல்றது. That is not correct, right? So you can, see, if it is your parent, then you can be firm and tell, you know what, it is so, in the three things, don't interfere. It can be education, it can be food, it can be whatever 3 things, right? Or food, leave them, because you cannot control that part. But at least education part, at least support or don't interfere. That, or if it is your in-laws, you cannot tell. So you can ask your husband's help to say, you know what, he's only in 5th and he has a long way to go. இப்போமே எந்த என்னால முடியாதுன்னு இப்போமே ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டா, then how will he do 8th or 9th or 10th or 12th, correct? So you talk to your husband, and you are the parents. All the others are not parents, correct? They are there, right? So you will only parent them. You will only parent your child.
That's what I'm trying to make him understand, ma'am. His mental health is foremost important for me.
Exactly. See, if you're so concerned, அவருக்கு வந்து அந்த எனக்கு நான் பூஸ்ட் பண்ணும்போது நல்லா இருக்காரு, அதுக்கப்புறம் குறையுது மேம் அப்படிங்கும்போது, where are you, ma'am? Are you from Chennai?
No, ma'am, I'm from Trishangur.
No problem. We have shared the numbers, right? You can call any of the numbers. You can talk. So when we have ஒரு online session or ஏதாவது பண்ணும்போது, then you know what? Okay, outsider வந்து எனக்கு okay, I'm okay ன்னு சொல்லும்போது, he'll feel confident.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So that will boost him. So every time he feels low, get help.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So we are here to help you.
I'll call you in person, ma'am, to talk in detail.
Sure.
Thanks for making the day very special, ma'am. Really means a lot. I'm really relaxed. I'm getting relaxed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So please, participants, I think Neha ma'am has again posted the feedback form. So I think you can please fill it for her. Okay. And if you want any specific topic also, you can mention that. Okay. Okay, so is there any other question? How to concentrate and study? Okay, so is that a parent or a student? Vaishnavi, are you a parent or a student? How to concentrate in studies, right? So that was one of the questions. So see, if you understand, if you are in any grade, if you are in any grade, நீங்க ஸ்கூல்ல இருந்து வீட்டுக்கு வந்தோடனே பேரண்ட்ஸ் will tell, ஓ நீங்க படிக்கணும். See, you cannot all 5 subjects ஒரு நாள் படிக்க முடியாது. You'll have ஒரு ஸ்கூல்னா டைம் டேபிள் இருக்கும் இல்லையா உங்களுக்குலாம். So just like that, you need to have a home timetable. You can only study 2 subjects properly in one day. So if you want to do 2 subjects every day, please do 30 minutes of math. Okay, every day நீங்க math பண்ணும்போது in 1 month time you can see a huge difference. Oh, you will start liking math. எனக்கு mathே பிடிக்கல, kids கூட, whether you like it or not, start doing math every day. Apart from math, the next subject can be any one subject. If you have time, please do your math in the morning, and then two subjects alone in the evening, or a difficult subject or an easy subject. If you do it that way, if you're 5th and below, okay, please parents, you do not send your kids for tuitions. It is not required at all. If they don't understand or subject, language ku help vendi irukku, adanara tuition is okay, but not for all 5 subjects. School lerந்து வந்த உடனே tuition is not required at all. For any grade it is not required. But எனக்கு 9th க்கு அப்புறம் என்னால சொல்லி கொடுக்க முடியல, that is okay. But below that, 5th க்கு கீழெல்லாம் don't send them for tuitions. Because tuitions க்கு போற kidsக்கு ஒரு problem என்னன்னா, அவங்க ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து they will not listen. Because they will think I learned it in the tuition, and tuition also they will. So don't waste your time doing that. Okay? How to distract ourselves from mobile? Okay. You're already distracted from your academics. That's why you're going to your mobile, right? So if you are, if it is the notifications which is bothering you, every time I hear the notification, I want to run to my mobile, mute all your notifications. Right? So you will not need notifications. I mean, important WhatsApp lo ungalku perusa onnu varadu. Okay? And by 9 o'clock, if you are a student, turn off your mobile. You will not get any phone calls, or even if you get phone calls, you need not answer any of your phone calls after 9 o'clock, right? And wherever you're studying, don't study in a place where there are gadgets. TV இருக்க ரூம்ல படிக்காதீங்க. TV or mobile, or you don't need, இப்போதைக்கு you don't need laptops. No school is sending homeworks in WhatsApp and all, correct? You need your textbook, you need your notebooks to study. So நீங்க இந்த gadgets படிக்கிற ரூம்ல gadgets எடுத்துட்டு போகாதீங்க. Okay? And sit for 40 minutes continuously. And you have timer வந்து மொபைல்ல இல்லாம regular clocks இருக்கும் இல்லையா, regular clocksல use a timer and sit and study. After 40 minutes you can take a break. Clear? And even in that break, don't go for your notifications. If you mute all your notifications, you will be fine. And if you have any apps which is bothering you, please delete those apps and come out of it. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any other questions, parents? And Neha ma'am சொன்ன மாதிரி, if you have any personal questions which you don't want to ask here, like usual, you can call us, right? And you can take an appointment, and there is also medical care help, and Neha ma'am and Dr. Preeti will be heading that. That's called medical guidance help. All the numbers are there. So please feel free to contact and get help. Right? Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us your time and your valuable inputs. Today's session was really very insightful in terms of how we can manage our children, what all small things or small changes which we can bring in our daily life will actually help our children overcome many usual problems. Thank you for those tips, and I'm sure all the participants here would have found it useful. I would also
Actually,
like
there
to
is another, I don't know if it's a question or a comment.
Yeah.
Surya Saranamurthy has written. So in this modern world, especially in the nuclear family, which consists of father, mother who are working, they hardly find time to spend time with their kids. I understand, sir. See, it is, yeah, you're not alone in this, right? But I always tell parents who have such a problem, you need to learn to prioritize. Right? So I'm not telling you should not have a career, you should take a break and sit with them, but at least, make arrangements in such a way, at least one parent is back home when the child is, right? Because you can get back your career, you can get back or make the money which you've lost now, but you will never be able to spend time with your children again, right? So you need to prioritize at least till they are 10 years old or 11 years old, till they understand completely. They need you as a parent. Right? No daycare, nobody can do what you as parents will do. Nobody can, and nobody will. Right? Yes, sir. Okay.
Any more questions, parents?
Parents, உங்களுக்கு யாருக்காவது ஏதாவது questions இருந்தா நீங்க கேட்கலாம். ஓகேவா? Parents and kids also.
Yeah. You can unmute yourself and ask. Unmute
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes,
I
ma'am.
have a kid which is close to 1 year. So, actually, how to parent a kid, ma'am? I was no knowledge about parenting and all these steps. So,
first child or second child?
this is a first child for me, and I'll be entering into DAV Shikshanam also. So, how
Okay.
to dedicate time to the kid and how to
Child
manage.
is only 1 year old?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And who will take care of the kid when you are in Shikshanam?
My mother-in-law will be taking care of the kid, but
Okay.
then my presence should be there, right? So, like,
Correct.
how to manage and what are all the things that I need to take care of my kid, like from placards and all. I don't know, like how the parenting and teaching will go to a kid. I was
I
clueless about
understand.
this.
See, your child is very, very young, right? So your child is only going to observe now. So, and I'm glad somebody is there to take care of the child. And if you're going to stay, will you be at school the whole day or half a day?
Depends on the timings, ma'am. Like whole day only, ma'am.
Whole day. So you'll be there till 4 o'clock, right? So at least when they, till 4 o'clock, if the child is taken care of. But please tell your mother or in-laws, whoever is going to take care of the child, not to use mobile or TV while feeding. Because see, I understand they will be old, right? They cannot, maybe you'll have the patience to run behind your child to feed, or it is definitely time consuming. It is definitely tiring also. But as grandparents, yes, because for them it is very difficult, so they will turn on the mobile or turn on the TV and feed the child. Don't do that. That is one big problem. Why? Because suddenly 3 years varaikkum pesa matanga. When the kids are exposed to gadgets or TV at a very young age, then they don't talk. And 3 years, 4 years, you're sending your child to school and the child is not talking. Automatically நீங்க போய் ஒரு developmental pediatrician பார்க்கும்போது, oh, your child is not talking, oh, your child is not responding, oh, your child does not have eye contact, oh, அப்போ எல்லா செக்லிஸ்டும் போட்டுட்டே வரும்போது, they might end up saying your child has autism. Maybe your child does not have it, right? So that these are simple things. They can talk. எவ்வளவு வேணாலும் பேசலாம். Talk to the child, because the child is going to observe. You will think the child is not understanding. The child is going to observe a lot of things, right? So, and evening, as soon as you go home, it's like, make sure that evening is for the child only. You're spending more time with the child, right? Get help. You if you think like, if you don't spend your time too much in the kitchen, where that is possible, getting help there is possible. Instead, spend your rest of the time or rest of the evening with the child. So a lot of bonding happens there. You might think it's nothing is happening, but you will notice that in 2-3 years time, you will see the difference.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. And best wishes and welcome to Shiksha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. How to concentrate in subject which is not favorite to me? Science. Okay. Which grade are you in? Whichever grade you are in, right? So if you, but whether you like it or not, in a system, education system like ours, உனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கோ பிடிக்கலையோ எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸும் நீ 10th வரைக்கும் படிச்சு தான் ஆகணும். Correct? Class 10, is it? Okay. So class 10 science. So then next year, what subject will you take? You'll get into commerce, is it? Okay. So 10th, it's important. You need to, you have board exam and you have to clear your 10th paper, right? So science, which science is not easy for you? At least take care of, 3 science இருக்கும் இல்லையா உனக்கு, physics, chemistry, biology. Biology is not very difficult, correct? Which subject is, no, okay, actually I want to become, oh, you want to become a doctor? Okay. But if you want to become a doctor, then science is mandatory. You cannot skip science. Okay, so but physics and chemistry is very difficult. Okay, can you do one help for me? You note down my number and call me. I will help you out. Is that clear? Because if you need to become a doctor, then physics and chemistry is important. Okay, you cannot skip those 3 subjects. Okay. Is a student able to acquire a new second language from age 11? Okay, what's the question? Where they studied another until, okay. Okay, see, it depends, ma'am. Actually, I have seen kids who are extremely good with language And there are some kids who struggle. So if the child is struggling, second language at 11 years it's not difficult at all. If the child is able to, if the child is easily adapting to a language, or at least make sure the child is getting help for the new second language the child wants, right? It's not difficult. Because I know kids, like, see, even in our school days, right? So there was French as a language only after 11th or only after 8th or 7th. And people were able to adapt to it. So it's not very difficult or anything. And switching, I don't know why you want to switch them, but if you are in this, Tamil Nadu state, then Tamil is mandatory. Okay, you need to remember that. You have to write board exam in Tamil, even if you study a different second language. Okay, so I don't know if you know all of those details, and I don't know how old the child is also. They have made it mandatory. Even if you don't study Tamil as a second language, but you have to write Tamil as a second language in 10th and 12th. Not in 12th, only in 10th. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. And also remember, if you are going to, actually, he's in Hindi. I want him to change to another school. Okay. So from Hindi in KV, okay. So if you want to go to a different school, then Tamil would become mandatory. But this year they have told you can take any language, be it Sanskrit or Hindi or French or Tamil. It can be any language. But when the child comes to 10th standard, he can write that language as a board exam paper, and the Tamil வந்து நீங்க state boardல or exam எழுதி clear பண்ணி you have to get the certificate. Okay, and that is mandate. They should get at least 40% and clear Tamil and have that certificate. Am I making sense to you, ma'am? So if it's, are you clear with that? So these are all new rules, okay? And the current 10th standards is the first batch that new rule is applying to. So anybody below 10th now, it is applicable. This rule is applicable. Yeah. And if you don't want Tamil at all, then I would recommend you staying in KV and continuing because there it is not my KV students need not do that. But all the other, including CBSE, all the other schools outside of KV should do that. Okay. Okay. How to overcome the fear of interacting with people and public speaking. Okay. I don't know how old you are, but if you are very young and you are, my son is not showing any interest in Hindi subject. Okay. Just one subject, ma'am. That is, how old is your son? How old is your son, ma'am? Oh, 6th standard. Okay. If it is only a third language, then I won't be worried. But if that is a second language, then you need to get help. He need not like it, but he has to study, ma'am. He doesn't have a choice, right? Because till 10th, the second language is mandatory if it is a CBSE school. So if it is only his third language, then it will stop in grade 8, because you need to check with schools also, because schools, I have noticed, if it is a third language, even the teachers don't show so much interest. It's like, it's just taught like that. So most kids don't like the third language subject. Pritish, you have raised your hand.
Pritish, if you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Neha, they have filled the form, or you have, I saw you sending it again. So do you want to remind them?
Yeah, it's just a reminder, ma'am. Like sometimes
Okay.
it goes up the chat box, they are not able to find it.
Oh, okay. Participants, the ma'am has shared the form again. So if you've not filled, you can fill it. Okay. So if you have any questions, concerns, we can ask. If not, we can wind up. Is that okay, Neha?
Yes, ma'am. I think Pritish just said 1 minute, so let's give him
Oh,
a
okay.
bit.
Sure, sure. We will. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, Pritish, you can ask. We will wait for you to ask the question.
Okay, how to overcome fear? Okay, so if you want to, start talking, you have stage fear. Then, if you're very young, I'm sure in your school or every month or every 2 months, you will have this. Your class assembly will be there, so start participating in that. So it will happen inside your classroom. It is not too many people, but there are at least 40-50 people as audience there, right? So slowly start doing that. Once you are comfortable doing that, in the first 2 times it's going to be very scary, you will make mistakes. It is okay. It's okay to make mistakes, and you can learn from that. Slowly from there, if you are confident to talk in front of 40 people, then it becomes easier. Or even that 40 people is very difficult for me, ma'am. Then உங்க வீட்ல mirror இருக்கும் இல்லையா? So mirror முன்னாடி போய் பேசுங்க. So whatever you're talking, whatever you're reading, read in front of a mirror. So once that becomes, you're very confident with that, because in the mirror will show you, right, where you're going wrong, why are you, oh, I'm stammering here, or I'm making mistakes here. All of that you can correct. And then you can get onto the stage, right? So when your teacher is asking who wants to read, raise your hands and start reading. You will host many functions in my school, but I'm afraid of strangers. You're afraid of strangers. Okay. But in school, you're very comfortable. See that they were also strangers, right? So slowly you will outgrow that fear. Okay. So it's not like a one-day thing, but definitely you'll outgrow that.
I think, Pritish, if you have the question, you can ask, or you can also fill your question in the feedback form. We have
Yes,
a
we will
segment.
get back to you, Pratish, if you have
Yeah,
a
within
question
7
also.
working days.
Yes.
Anyone else has a question?
And parents, in the session, it's not in the help or in the psychology, in the counseling, only kids ku kadiyadu. Parents kum outside of DAV also, உங்களுக்கு problem இருக்கு அப்படினா, anytime you can contact us.
There is one more question, ma'am, in the chat box.
Okay.
How do you see a 6-year-old child who is very much concerned about his or her prestige if they questioned about something or being beaten up by their parents, whereas we least bothered about it at the age of 15? Any suggestions?
Okay, okay. See, this is again that over information. See, the children at 6, first of all, you need to treat 6-year-olds like 6-year-olds. You don't have to treat 6-year-olds like an adult. Majority of the time, that is when the problem is, right? So it is like, okay, where do you want to eat? Or majority of the time, that parent, whoever is asking, if you notice, இப்போ இருக்க generationல, who is actually deciding what car you want to buy? Is it the parent or is it the child?
Definitely the parent, right?
Pardon me?
We begin, like the parents usually begin.
Used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, a 6-year-old will decide what car you should
Yeah,
have.
exactly. Yes.
Right? So that is because we treat, if it's a single child, even if it's a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old, parents start treating them like adults. You don't have to. And you don't have to see, sometimes, okay, yeah, beating is wrong. So yes, beating is wrong. Meaning sometimes what has started happening is, we don't treat them like kids at all. We need to, yes, 6-year-old can behave like a 6-year-old, whether you like it or not. That child is still a child, and you are still the authority, and the child needs to know that. And just imagine, if the child is looking at a prestige at 6 years old, just imagine how that child is going to behave at 15 years old, right? So it is, yeah. You can be firm there. You don't have to hit, you don't have to shout, you don't have to raise your voice, but you can be firm, because whatever you say has to be, you are the authority, you still are the authority, right? Is anybody else who's raised their hands? And Anbarasi ma'am, you have something to say? Sri Sarvesh, you have any question? If a child is scared about being alone inside a room, sleeping, the age of 12, mainly scared of imaginations like ghosts. 12-year-old, that's very normal, ma'am. That's very, very normal. Yes, they have imaginary things, and it is like a dark room or under the bed or under the inside the closet. All of these are, yes, imaginations, but if they are watching too many movies like that, that could be the reason. And all of that is imagination. You can, I mean, they'll outgrow it usually. Anbarisi ma'am, you have a question? Okay. Neha, can we wind up if there is no question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure. So for those people who still have questions, you can definitely put it across. நீங்க வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது question இருந்ததுன்னா feedback formல definitely நீங்க போடலாம். நாங்க 7 working daysல will give you the answer via mail or WhatsApp. Yes, Miss Jennifer.
Ma'am, always I'm getting a negative thinking. Like when I'm walking in the road,
No, ma'am, your voice is not clear. It's not audible.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Now better, yes.
Ma'am, when I walk on the road, hello?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. When I walk on the road, if opposite side any vehicle comes, means if it is hit me, what will happen? Like that, many negative thinking is coming to my mind, ma'am. Like when I wake up or not, like that. When I was sleeping, even last night also, I used to get some other confusion in my mind, whether will I die or not, will I wake up or not next day morning, like that. When my son riding in the bicycle, will he fall down, means what will happen? He may break his head, like that. Many things are happening in my mind, ma'am. What to do for that?
Ma'am, negative thinking, yes, most of them get negative thinking. So how do I, I cannot make all my negative thinkings positive, right? But you have to start believing nothing is going to go wrong. I'm driving on the right side, and I've not done it. I'm not making any mistakes there, so nothing is going to happen. I've seen a lot of people go through this, but usually it happens at a very young age. How old are you? I'm not sure how old you
I'm
are.
32 years old, ma'am.
Pardon me?
32 years old.
32 years old. Okay. So see, you have to, it's just belief, right? You're going to believe that I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. So if you're going to have that, this is just positive mindset, right? So you can, I don't know if you meditate or if you can sit and, right? If you're a religious person, you can, hey, start doing this gratitude journal. See after 7 days how it is going to be.
For the past 8 months only, like that, I'm getting like that negative thinking, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So was there a reason? If you can call us, we can help you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Because I don't want, there will be a lot of questions to be asking. I'll be asking. So if you can call us, I can help you.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, everyone can ask their questions through feedback form, or they can put the questions in either of the helpline numbers or to Jyoti ma'am's number. You can WhatsApp, and we definitely will get back to you within 7 working days. So thank you, parents. You all have been wonderful audience. Even the students, I should say, even very interactive. Actually, it is you audience. When you are such interactive audience, it makes us feel like giving our 100% or even maybe 1000%. It really makes us happy. So thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, Jyoti ma'am, for your wonderful session. So hopefully we will see you all again in our next webinar. Thank you and have a happy time till then.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. நிறைய பேர் அனுப்புறாங்க மெசேஜ் சொல்லுங்க கேக்குது கேட்கும்
Thank you, ma'am.
வராதுமா
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.